Hey, what's up everybody? So this video is just me essentially treating this as a video journal. So this isn't going to be anything insightful or informative or educational, or talking about my past experiences with like nitrous and stuff like that. So this is just going to be me kind of just again treating this as a journal. So I guess one thing I can say is, try journaling. If you have never journaled before, whether that's writing stuff down in a book or typing something up or recording yourself with an audio recorder or video, whether you post it online or not, I highly recommend it. It's pretty effective. As you can tell from the title of this video, I am having some difficulties with insurance, especially when it comes to filling prescriptions, and it's like making me feel a bit angry, and also pretty more stressed out than angry. So I figured I would talk about it. That might be helpful. So the problem I'm running into is my gabapentin prescription. I don't know if I've talked a whole bunch about my medication regimen, but prior to me seeing the primary care physician on August 21st, I was taking a total of 900 milligrams of gabapentin at night to help me sleep. And it was prescribed for sleep, but it had the extra benefit of helping me with neuropathy before bed. So it kind of was like a dual purpose. That's not why they prescribed. Well, maybe they didn't explicitly state it, but when it was prescribed, they just said it was for sleep, but maybe they also took into account my history of nitrous oxide abuse. I don't know, but regardless, I take it primarily for sleep. It just has extra benefits, I guess. And I've been taking that for quite a while. And the way it's set up is it's a total of 300 milligram capsules. And I take 2 of them before bed. And then the third one is for when I wake up in the middle of the night. I take that one. And, kind of helps me go back to sleep, and also helps kind of keep me asleep. And that's been pretty effective for me. But as I mentioned in the worsening peripheral neuropathy, or I forgot the exact title, video I made like a week ago, I've been experiencing an increase in neuropathy, not so much in my hands and fingers, mostly in my feet and my toes, like my lower extremities. For some reason, I'm still waiting. I got a referral to neurology, but I'm still waiting to see if I even get authorized for it. And so that's, I guess, another potential video of dealing with the frustrations of insurance. Hopefully they'll authorize me, although I don't really know what neurology will be able to do. I guess it'll be good to get imaging done and see if there's some regression, but that's not the topic of this video. Where was I even going with that? Oh yeah, so I got the referral to neurology, but then also my primary care physician did prescribe me some gabapentin to take during the day to help manage my neuropathy. And the script he wrote was for 300 milligram capsules. Take 1 in the morning, take 1 in the noon, and then I'm covered at night because I take that 900 milligrams in total at night. And the 300 has been helping a bit during the day. It did say, well, I'll get to that in a second. It's been a little helpful, not nearly as helpful as the dose I take at night, obviously, because it's a higher dose. But so the issue is, when he wrote this script, I wasn't able to get it filled until 6 days after. I think the issue is because I now have 2 separate prescriptions for gabapentin 300 milligram capsules. And so I think insurance is being a big butt because of that. And they're not, so they delayed it almost a full week before I could even get that new prescription, a total of 60 caps, because twice a day for 30 days. That's 60. I mean, obviously. And then I went to, I tried to get my 90 total caps, the 30-day supply, the 3 per day. For my nighttime dose, I tried to get that filled today because it was time to get it filled. And insurance won't fill it. They need to get authorization. So I don't really know what to do. It's super frustrating. Thankfully, I still have gabapentin from the 60 caps I got last week. Wow, it's been 2 weeks since I've seen the doctor. I might have said I saw the doctor last week. I saw him 2 weeks ago, on the 21st. But I got the gabapentin on the 27th, so it was 6 days. So I still have that, thankfully, but if they don't fill the 90 caps for who knows how long, I am I'm going to run out before I even see the PCP again. So that's really stressing me out. I mean, I guess maybe I'll just have to rationing them, which sucks. I guess maybe just, if I had to prioritize, I would rather have my gabapentin available to help me sleep. Because for me, that's the biggest, benefit. It's yeah, it's nice having less neuropathy, pain, during the day, but it's especially nice not having it before bed, and also, getting the drowsiness effect of gabapentin before bed. So I would rather ration it and save it for bedtime. So I'm probably gonna have to start doing that and stop taking the 1 capsule in the morning and in the noon. I did, just before making this video, I did send a message to my primary care physician, and I feel really I was really hesitant to do it because during the when I met with him, and we talked about prescribing it, he said apparently gabapentin can be abused by some people. It's not scheduled, but apparently there's a very mild risk of abuse or addiction. I haven't experienced that. For me, it just makes me just kind of sleepy, and it takes away the neuropathy. But yeah, apparently, so I really I hope he doesn't take it the wrong way. But I was just well, I need to try something, because if I don't, then I'm not gonna, because I don't know when insurance, when they'll fill the other prescription, which is, yeah, very, very frustrating, very stressful. So I messaged him, and I was just hey, not to bother you, but, that goes on to the next part. I guess at the very least, what's super nice, I mean, he's a great doctor, very, very thoughtful and thorough, because on the prescription bottle, he didn't tell me this during the appointment, but on the prescription bottle for the gabapentin he wrote, it says that, take 1 capsule. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just want to be explicitly clear. It takes 1 in the morning, 1 in the noon, as needed for pain. And then it goes on to say, you can increase it to 2 capsules twice a day, if after 3 days, if the initial dose wasn't effective. I haven't been doing that, because I wanted to try to give it a little bit of time for the 300 milligrams and it has been a little helpful, not completely taking away the pain. I don't feel like that's even realistic. I don't expect the pain to be completely gone, but it is still at a pretty noticeable level. So I messaged him. I figured, well, let me message him, even though, I don't want him to think I'm just a drug addict. Because I've talked about, my history with addiction, especially with the nitrous oxide. I did mention that I'm in recovery over 3 years. I live in a sober living house. But, I just didn't want to come across as a drug addict, asking for more meds. But I don't know what else to do. So I was just hey, It says on the bottle, increase to 600. Is okay if I do that? And then I asked him, we have an appointment for the 22nd on September, so that's 20 days from now. I asked him if it would be possible if he can write a prescription for gabapentin of like a different dose. If they make like 500, I'm sure they have different dosages. So I asked if maybe like 500 or 600 milligram capsule instead. So instead of taking 300 for a total of 600 twice a day, I would just take like one 500 or 600 capsule twice a day. And so my thought process is, one, because they're different strengths, maybe insurance won't put up such, like, they won't be hung up over the fact, because I did reach out to my insurance too, and like they also kind of reiterated the fact that the problem I think is both prescriptions are for 300 milligram capsules, and yes, they are written different. One's for pain, and then one's for sleep. But I think their system, and they are just recognizing it as, oh, hey, this is the same prescription, so it's like we can't fill it twice, which I think is stupid, but what can you do? So I don't know if it works this way, and I don't know if my doctor can send a prescription, like if he's willing to increase the dose and send that to the pharmacy before our appointment. But maybe if it's a different dose, maybe then the pharmacy will be able to fill that. I would hope that would be the case, because what would be nice is then I can use that for my neuropathy pain, take one of those twice a day in the day, and then if insurance doesn't fill the nighttime dose, it's not as big of a deal because I have the rest of those 60 caps. So, which isn't a full month supply, but at least, maybe I can have like just two a night or something like that. I think I'm going to have to ration regardless. Because I don't know if insurance is going to fill the other one, like, at all. Or if it's just going to be delayed. I don't know, and I really wasn't able to get any answers. I don't know if pharmacy is going to be able to do anything. So that's the only thing I can think of, was just like, hey, let me ask him, even though I don't want to, but I'm just like, let's just, try it, I would hate for him to be like, hey, yeah, dude, you're being an act right now. Like, I'm not going to write you anything, like, at all, completely, like, no more, ever. I don't think that would be the case, but still, it just, like, I don't know, it just worries me because, there's such a stigma when it comes to addiction, understandably. And even though someone's in recovery, it's like we still have, I guess, character defects, and that persist through recovery. It's like, yeah, we work on those during recovery. If, you are successful in recovery, it's more than just getting sober. It's other positive changes in your life. But yeah, I figured, well, I'll roll the dice. I'll take a chance. Again, I don't know if he can even do that, but it's worth asking. So, yeah, so that's what's going on. What's really stupid too, and maybe this is because, like, the gabapentin, maybe, like I said, has mildly addictive properties. What's dumb is, so I took my name off this, right? Yeah. So on the 21st, they were, oh, whoa, whoops, it fell apart. On the 21st, they filled the inhaler as well, because I haven't been using an inhaler. But then for some reason, like last week on like Friday, I didn't submit a request, but for some reason Safeway filled the same inhaler. so it hasn't even been like 2 weeks since I got my first inhaler, and I didn't even schedule a request, and insurance apparently approved and filled another inhaler, even though it hasn't been 30 days. I don't know. I don't get it, man. Yeah, I don't understand. So yeah, thank you. If anyone's persisted, which probably not many people have, which I understand, but I do feel better. I feel better now talking about it. Still, you know, kind of a little stressful because, you know, I am starting to get some pain relief from, you know, the dose. And it would kind of suck to have to take that away, for the time being. But I mean, it's not like I'm gonna die without it, you know. It just sucks just having that like stabbing pins and needles feeling, to the point where it's like like before it used to be mild enough to where like if I distracted myself or was doing something it wasn't really noticeable, but now it's to the point where it's like kind of overrides that ability. So even like when I'm doing something I can still feel it and it's kind of in the back of my mind. So yeah, that's why it's stressful. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I guess I'll keep you guys updated. And I haven't really been making too many videos recently. I've been feeling more kind of depressed or down, like, or like apathetic. So that's also why I haven't been making videos. But I'll try to make some more content sometime soon. So yeah, so thank you for listening to me ramble and rant. If you've stuck through this, I appreciate all your viewership, you being such a great listener. And yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what you think, or if you've been through anything similar. If you have any suggestions, especially if you, yeah, let me know if like you can think of any suggestions of like any actions or something I can take to try to figure something out. So that way I don't have to forego, you know, the neuropathy pain and the bedtime sleep aspect. So yeah, let me know. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.